All right, folks. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, going to be a couple of things that we talk about today. I have some updates for you about the modifications to the White House. Um, Trump is steady making changes. Um, and of course, he's making changes, but it's not leading to getting anything better for us, right? He's making a lot of changes, but none of it is making the lives of Americans easier. Don't forget on November 1st, a lot of the people you know that depend on food supplements will no longer be getting them. Why? Because Republican Congress, Mike Johnson, has given Congress, the House Republicans, they've had almost a month-long paid vacation to do nothing. While government employees who are considered essential have had to still show up to work and not be paid. While Republicans continue to collect money, Republican lawmakers, every month, while families get starved because the administration refuses to move money that they do have available, but they will not move it to continue to provide food to American families because they say that money is for disasters, while they also deny people disaster relief money, you know? And I'm going to read something that somebody says. Miss Lola says that she has posted a lot of food resources on her other social media platforms. Miss Lola, are your other social media platforms linked to your profile here on TikTok? Because if so, people may go check it out. So that's why I'm mentioning it. But you guys, you're going to have a lot of people who are not sure where their next meal is going to come from. But have faith in knowing you can sleep good at night, even on an empty stomach, because the president is taking our tax money and building a fucking ballroom. If that ain't the greatest indication of America, I ain't never seen one that is. Trump is building a ballroom while he's starving you of feeding your children. Make America great again, right? This is the greatness where you watch rich people make money hand over fist, and the rest of us are supposed to fight each other for what's left. This is the America. This is the greatness they want you to have. This is the greatness they want you to lean into. Hey, storyteller, good morning, beautiful. Yep, the ballroom equals let them eat cake. It really is a Marie Antoinette moment. It really is. Trump is like, fuck the American citizens. Think about it. They talk about all these investments in America. Know what they're investing in? Giving rich people money. They're not investing into working class Americans, into communities and families. They don't care about us. I've been telling you for months they don't care about you. You see what I was saying? See, now they don't have to hide it no more. Now they don't have to hide it. They have control of everything. Hey, Russ, good morning. Which means they also have control over you and your children. Yep. Say it again, storyteller. Did y'all see Paw dancing? We're going to talk about that in the Patreon this morning in the after show. Paw was dancing for the military. Dancing. And I need y'all to understand something. Those military members that were out there, they were smiling and grinning and recording. I know so many of you trust that your military will not take unlawful orders and they're going to stand up and protect the Constitution. I got a bridge to sell you too. I got a bridge to sell you too. Because I don't for 1 second believe that the majority of those in the military, especially these young people, they so enamored with power, these young folk. They worship anything. I just know what the video looked like to me. That shit is propaganda. And I'm pretty sure they handpicked which soldiers they wanted to put in the room. But it's the whole point of you got soldiers that's willing to be sycophants for government. They don't have no problem doing that. Even though your constitution says you always need to be mindful of your government and keep their ass in check. But okay. Okay. Now let me stop for a second and say good morning to everybody. Thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate you being here. All I ask you to do while you're here, if you could tap that like button, because tapping is clapping. So I appreciate that. And if you could hit that copy link button, copy link counts as a share. You don't even have to send it to anybody. Now, I know I got some folks in here out of Florida. I want to tell you about something that is up for proposal in Florida that is going to make your state even worse, especially if you have young children. You need to understand what the hell is coming for you because conservatives are attacking on all fronts. On all fronts. Understand that, okay? Good morning to you, 305. And I wasn't here yesterday afternoon, honestly, because I was exhausted, y'all. I was just tired. I couldn't take it no more. I was like, I gotta take it down. My body was like, done. I was done. Now, if you live in Florida, just note that Florida they now have hold on, let me go to the thing. Let me go here. Hold on. Going to the other thing. So, in Florida, they're working on a mandate that teachers have to take an oath of loyalty to the state of Florida in order to teach. And you have to, in the oath, it says you have to promise to be a positive role model in both conduct and character. So the teachers in Florida are going to be held to a higher standard than the elected officials. This bill, HB 147, would go into effect July 2026 and would mean the oath would become required before any teacher in the state of Florida can enter a classroom. So you can't enter a classroom in the state of Florida if you're not willing to take an oath to the government. To say that you're going to be a good person, an upstanding person, a role model to the community. You know what my question is? Who gets to determine what a role model is? Who gets to determine when somebody is living a life of character? Because if it's somebody like Ron DeSantis getting to make those determinations, Ron DeSantis is void of character and morals. So how can he make that determination? I'm telling y'all, they want to indoctrinate your children, so they're going to indoctrinate your teachers first. Yeah, I saw that about Greg Von Bovino. We're going to talk about that and his court situation in Chicago yesterday. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But y'all need to understand, and they have other bills. I want to tell you something, too, in Florida. They have other bills that go in conjunction with this bill requiring teachers to take an oath. They have other bills that will require students, K through 12 students, to learn how to write in cursive and protect against discrimination on natural hairstyles. They say if HB 147 is passed, it could impact how easily local school boards identify teacher talent and are effectively able to hire them. Hey, good morning, Chef CC. You know what it's going to do? Just push more good teachers out of Florida. That's all this is going to do. More good teachers are not going to come to Florida, just like they're not coming to Oklahoma. They're not coming to Kansas, Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. I just said Florida. Utah, Idaho, Iowa. Why would you come to places like that when they want you to be indoctrinated before they can teach you anything? Why would you do that? Why would you do it? But this is Republican leadership. And remember, Republicans always tell you about freedom, freedom, freedom. Who wants you to take an oath to the government to be a teacher? Republicans. A Democrat isn't asking you to take an oath to the government to teach children. Republicans are. Republicans are. Where they mandate what you do on your personal time outside of your fucking job. Republicans are doing that. That's not Democrats. That isn't Democrats. And the sooner people wake up and realize it's not Democrats that are always infringing on your life. Do Democrats do some things that I don't agree with? Absolutely. Nobody's perfect. You're in Florida, Eves. It's something to pay attention to, baby. Because y'all going to start having even more of a teacher shortage in Florida. Because you don't have enough freedoms in Florida. Florida is anti-freedom. Now, this is the oath that they would have to say. I'm going to say it to y'all so y'all can hear the oath. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and the Constitution and government of the state of Florida. That I am duly qualified for employment as a classroom teacher in this state. That I will well and faithfully perform the duties of a classroom teacher in a professional, independent, objective, and nonpartisan manner. That I will uphold the highest standards of academic integrity and professional ethics. That I will foster a respectful learning environment for all students, which promotes critical thinking, civic responsibility, and lifelong learning. And that I will serve as a positive role model in both conduct and character, so help me God. Couple things. What does God have to do with being a teacher? Nothing. This is a religious pledge too. God ain't got shit to do with being a teacher. Stop infusing your fucking religion in government. Stop slamming people over the head with religious practices that you don't even believe in your fucking self. Stop it. Stop it. Yep, I know DeSantis has turning point clubs in schools. Parents in Florida should be outraged. Say it again. And what God? Well, you know what God it is? It's Republican Jesus. We've talked about this. Republican Jesus is different than the regular God. The regular God is the one that all the rest of us know. But Republican Jesus, Republican God is a spiteful, hateful God. He hates you. He hates your children. He hope you starve. That's the Republican God. Y'all notice that? The God that conservatives worship is a hateful ass God. He hates you. God wants the worst for you. And for some strange reason, God only loves people like Trump. See? Y'all got to pay attention. See, religion is also the shit that's keeping you oppressed too. Because they use religion to keep you to vote against your own damn interests. These people are trash. This is why I told y'all I don't compromise with none of them. I don't talk to them. That's why y'all see me boot their ass. Talk to you for what? You in a dark fucking place. And where I'm at, I get sunshine here. I get a lot of vitamin D here. So I ain't interested in kicking it with you. Yeah, it's not that, yeah, they don't serve the God in the Bible. They serve the God that man created to control man. I'm going to say it again. They serve the God that man created to control man. You understand? Conservatives are not religious. Wake up. They're not religious, okay? Wake up. But if you live in the state of Florida, this bill was introduced by Republican, of course, Representative Tom Fabricio, who argues that over 30 other states require some sort of oath of commitment from school teachers before entering a classroom. So they, like I said, they gonna hold your teachers to an oath, but don't hold elected officials to shit. Don't expect nothing from your elected officials. But your teachers, oh, they supposed to be perfect. Your teachers are supposed to be perfect. But the teachers are supposed to be perfect, but they're also supposed to be anti-science. You know, because in the Bible, they don't talk about evolution, so obviously it never happened. Y'all gonna learn. This is crazy. I would have an issue with this if I lived in, first of all, I wouldn't live in Florida. That's one of the reasons why I don't live in Florida. Florida's a trash ass state, but to me, it's been a trash ass state for a long time. It didn't matter that it was cheap to live there. Because you know what my logic went? If it's that cheap to live there, that means that the local government there is shit. You understand my logic? If it's that cheap to live there, that means your local government is trash too. Understand that your local government only works for rich folk. Trash ass government. Mm-mm. Yep, and Florida ain't even cheap now. Now they done priced y'all ass out of there. And I told you, there's a proposal that the Florida legislature is working on right now to get rid of all property taxes by 2026. Zero property taxes. So your sales taxes are going to go up. They need the revenue. Florida needs tax revenue. Even if Florida Republicans try to pretend that they don't, they do. They got to get the money from somewhere. They got to get it from somewhere. But just so y'all know, they're working on that proposal too in your Florida legislature to abolish all property taxes by 2026. So I asked the question, well, what the hell? I don't know how they're going to fund schools, Kiara. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I know, but from Florida. That means MGD, that means gas and sale taxes are going to go up. See, the government has to make up for a loss of that revenue from somebody. Somebody has to pay. So now you're going to pay more. And Florida says, oh, we're doing this because we have people in our community, older people, elderly people on a fixed income. They need relief from property taxes. Fuck them old people. I said what I said because a lot of those old people voted for Donald Trump. Those old, selfish ass fucking people. Old people don't ruin the state of Florida because they don't want to pay no taxes. They don't give a shit about schools. They don't give a shit about roads. You understand? Y'all need to fix that in Florida. Real talk. Old people are ruining the state of Florida because they don't want to pay taxes. They don't want to work in government. All they want to do is collect money, live in their property, and do whatever they want to do. Now that Florida is looking to abolish property taxes, all of you who live in Florida are going to pay more to live there because they're going to make up for it and all the other stuff. All of it. Somebody has to pay. And so when those people don't pay, you're the person that pays. Can I say, Zarvis, I'm glad that Governor Ivey refused to hold that session. Good. Starve them. Good. No disrespect. Fuck Alabama. They keep voting for Kay Ivey and them fucking gutless ass Republicans who don't give a fuck about them. Fuck them people. Can I just say, you have the day that you deserve, that you voted for Alabama? Fuck them. I don't feel sorrow for nobody in a Republican state. None. So if I happen to run into videos from Republicans from Republican states that are on food assistance, crying, talking about they need money, I'm going to slide up in them comments and laugh my ass off. Sure am. I told y'all. Y'all got to start matching this fucking energy. These people voted for this shit. They voted for it. They wanted this. It's kind of weird to want somebody to be mean to you, but that's what they wanted. Oh, red states are going to hurt a lot because their local governments are not looking to help them feed their families at all. Yeah, watching kids starving ain't no joke, but apparently their parents don't give a shit, Anna. How the fuck I look like caring more about somebody's kids than they do? Fuck they fucking kids. I care about my kids. So my vote made a difference. I tried to do a vote that made sense because I care about my children. I also care about other people's kids. But these people don't care about their kids. Fuck them and their kids. Fuck them and their kids. I don't care. See, what y'all got to learn to stop doing is stop caring about people more than they care about themselves. You look foolish doing that shit. DeSantis wants to be Trump, but DeSantis is weak. He'll never be Trump. Trump is weak, but imagine how weak DeSantis is, that he's weaker than Trump. And Trump got a diaper on. You know? Fuck that Texas Roadhouse lady. She can kiss everybody's ass here. I hope every steak she gets has an abscess on it. Fuck her. That's what she get for going to Texas Roadhouse to get a fucking steak, for real, for real. Of all the steakhouses you can go to get a fucking steak, why would you go to Texas Roadhouse? I would expect an abscess on a steak from Texas fucking Roadhouse. That's like going to Outback and saying you're going to get good quality steak. Okay. All right. Okay. Texas Roadhouse ain't that much different than Outback Steakhouse. Okay? When I go to Texas Roadhouse, I don't even order steak. Why the fuck would I do that at Texas Roadhouse? They're not going to get great quality steak. I can tell by the price. Great quality steak costs money. You understand? So I don't eat any time that I've ever been to Texas Roadhouse, I've never ordered a steak. I might as well go to IHOP and order a steak. It's the same fucking company, same supplier. Ain't no difference. Different restaurant, same fucking supplier, same shitty steak. They just gonna charge you more for it at Texas Roadhouse. That's all. They just charge you more for it at Texas Roadhouse. So fuck her too. Yeah, honestly, I would take my chances on a steak at the Waffle House. That's what her stupid ass get. I don't feel no sorrow for her. Fuck her. Now, somebody brought up about Greg Bovino going to court in Chicago yesterday about this ICE stuff, right? And the deportations and immigration. So that judge was not happy with his ass yesterday. You said, please stop using the fake laugh button. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That shit is hilarious. You know what's even more funny, the grumpy trucker? I've been using this laugh track for months, and only I could hear it until I just fixed my connection a couple weeks ago. So it doesn't matter if you don't like it. I played that laugh track. That laugh track are all of the angels in Republican heaven laughing at all the dumbass Republicans that voted for their own families to go hungry. You got Republicans that voted to starve their own families. They voted to have their own spouses deported. And I keep saying that if you want a divorce, there are easier ways to get a divorce. You don't have to vote for people that are going to divorce. I mean, that are going to deport your spouse. I mean, you ain't got to do that. Thank you, Maud. I think the grumpy trucker was out of the grumpy trucker. Listen, you got to chill out, dude. And quiet as kept, I just thought about something. If you're a trucker, why are you not on the road? What you doing in here? Truckers get out on the road early. How are you able to be in here talking to us? I just want to know. How you doing that? And shouldn't you be on the road making money? Oh, okay. All right. So let me go back to what I was saying. Greg Bovino, head of ICE, went to court in Chicago yesterday because the government, the Trump administration, had violated this judge's orders before and didn't do it. Oh, the coffee mug is look, it's in my shop. It's linked in my profile. Y'all know me. I love to block a fucker. Right? So Bovino goes to court, and before the judge even lets him speak, the judge laid down the hammer. She's like, I was very clear in my order about what the fuck you have to do and what you can do and what you can't do. Now, judge also called Bovino out on being out there, but not wearing a body cam. So now he got to wear a body cam every time he out there, bitch. We want to see too. We want to see what he's seeing. You said they're firing the heads of the Chicago Police Department and ICE. No surprise there. But this is the thing. If they fire the head of the Chicago Police Department, the local government did it. That's not the Trump administration. The Trump administration can't come in and fire nobody from your local police department. So if that happens in your community, that is your local government working in conjunction with the federal government. Y'all got to call it what it is. if that happens. Call it what it is. Because there is no way for that to happen through the federal government. The federal government doesn't get rid of your people. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Oh, Customs and Border Protection. Got it. Okay, I was thinking you were saying Chicago Police Department. Okay. Well, they can fire that guy all they want to. The judge is still gonna hold more court cases and gonna make whoever the newly appointed person is gonna drag their ass in court too. It's a lot of government overreach happening right now. A lot. But what did I tell y'all? You notice how Republicans always talk about big government, they never cared about big government. They only care when they're not in charge of it. Hey, Wendy, good morning. That's what I've been trying to tell you. I've been telling you this the whole time. Conservatives don't care. They only care that they're not in charge of it. That's when it's a problem. Because they want to use government to control how you think, what you read, who you love, where you can go, how you parent. Y'all just don't realize that. Y'all just don't, because y'all not paying attention. That's why I'm telling you. They love big government. You don't believe me? DHS was created by a Republican president. George Bush created that. Not a Democrat, created DHS. One of the largest departments we have. I think DHS is the largest department we have. That was a Republican. When Aaron Snowden told you about the government observing you and taking your data, Republicans been taking your data, and guess what? They watching you more now. Under the Trump administration, they watching you more now. They collecting more data on you now. They're combing across all social media platforms, creating profiles of you, and using Planter to create that database to do it. Y'all better wake the fuck up. You better wake up. Your government has y'all didn't. We gonna run over this footage in the Patreon in the after show, where Trump sat in front of military members and said, "I'm going to send troops to cities all across America, whether they like it or not." That's big government, baby. Oh, Elon got all our information. Y'all wondering why y'all getting all them fucking bot calls? I told y'all back in January. When Elon Musk came in, when Trump let him come in, when Trump got sworn into office, Elon Musk went to the Social Security Administration and him and his people copied all of the databases over at Social Security. Elon Musk has your information. Elon Musk has your information. And he's not even an American citizen. He has your information. Planter has your information. Planter has put together a master database that government then uses to go after citizens it doesn't like. Yeah, supposedly Elon is good with computers. That's what they say. But not really. That's what they say. Oh, I got my first dad's boot for this morning. I saw a bootlicking MAGA in here. I don't like bootlickers. So if you lick boots, you got to fucking go. Get off your knees. There's too much Cheeto dust on your pants. You gonna stain your pants always being on your fucking knees, worshiping weak people that pretend to be strong. Yeah, Trump is just a puppet. He is. Trump is a puppet. He sure is. That's why they like that they got this old senile guy in the White House, because he don't know what he's doing. Remember they used to talk about Joe Biden? Shit. Let me show y'all something that happened. I showed this footage yesterday to the Patreon folks. Look at this. Now, when your president met with the Japanese prime minister, he got lost, didn't know where he was going. Trump was wandering around the room. The lady had to keep directing him to the right location. Had to keep directing him because your president didn't know where he was going. Look at him. And he even standing, look at him. Shoulders up all high. Look at him. A fucking clown. Exactly. A dementia. He walked around that room like he had dementia. He didn't know where to go. All he had to do was walk in a circle. She had to lead him around the fucking room. But y'all say this shit is greatness. Wake up, folks. Wake up, folks. I'm just trying to tell you, your government hates your fucking guts. Okay? It hates your guts. It hates your guts. And it's going to keep on hating your guts. As long as you continue to lay down for your government going to keep on taking advantage of you. Because you're proving that you're not that smart. Trump out here bailing out other countries. But he ain't bailing you out. He took your job. He's taking your health insurance. Y'all see how much the rates have gone up on the exchange? Yep, they only want to use you for labor and to tax you. That's it. Yep, and they're doing it with your own money. Y'all tired of winning yet? I told y'all. I tried to tell people. But folks don't want to listen. Just like right now, this whole shutdown thing, almost 30 days. Like I said, Mike Johnson, Eric, if I'm not so smart, how come I'm quick enough to block your silly ass after I blocked your other account? Thirsty bitch. Bye, Eric. Don't forget to write. Just typing on that keyboard with them dirty fingernails. I got to go back in there and let this black bitch know who she's fucking with. Eric, don't come bothering me. Leave me alone this morning. Okay? Leave me alone, Eric. You need to go brush those 4 teeth you got. Leave me be. I'm sitting here minding my business. Step. I didn't want to get into his grammar because that would have hurt his feelings, right? They don't know the difference between Y-O-U-R and Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. They don't understand. Yeah, 4 teeth, diva. 2 on the top, two on the bottom. And they're not even in the same place. Like 2 here, 2 there. You know? 2 here, 2 there. I love the other ones that come back. You block the account and they come back in. I block that too. I just blocked another one. They be so mad. Hold on. Let me help them crash out. Wait a minute, y'all. Here we go. Fuck it. I haven't whipped this blicky out in a minute. Since y'all on y'all fucking knees this morning, worshiping your orange Jesus, let me help you. Get on your fucking knees. Now, let me tell y'all about this ballroom, just so y'all know. Trump has fired the 6 members of the independent federal agency that are charged with advising the president on design. He fired all of them. I told y'all that this fucking ballroom is money laundering. I'm telling y'all, it's money laundering. Trump doesn't want any oversight because he doesn't want you to know where the money's coming from. He doesn't want you to know where the money's going. I'm telling you, this is money laundering 101 is what you're seeing on a grand scale. This man ripped down the east wing of the White House to build a 90,000 square foot ballroom that will not be done by the time he gets out of office. So he gonna spend money on that, but starve you. Trump told Mike Johnson, tell Republicans not to come to Washington. So Mike Johnson told them don't come to D.C. Democrats are in the city working. Yep, Trump out here bragging that he took your food. Anybody getting snapped, he bragging about that shit. That's why I laugh when the MAGAs come into my live. You know, they try to come into my live talking about, oh, you get, you've gotten food stamps. I ain't never get no food stamps. I tried. Hey, MAGA, I'm still blocking. Y'all should see them. They so thirsty. They coming in on their accounts with no followers. I don't like that Negro woman blocked me. I'll do it again. Keep on coming in, bitch. You gonna keep on getting Dad's boot. That's what you gonna get. You gonna get a big ass Chinese boot on out of here every fucking time. I ain't got nothing but time. I had a job until Trump let Elon take it. So if you mad about me dragging your old ass president, then blame the president. Hell, that's the only reason why I'm here. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be online talking about this shit. Because my job, the type of job I had, I wouldn't have talked about these types of things. But now, oh fuck y'all. Now fuck y'all. I hope that the battery on your mother's motorized scooter goes out, and when she attempts to order more, the tariffs are so high on it that she can't afford it. That she can't afford it. I pray that your mother has to crawl on the ground on her elbows to move around. Yeah, I am not a nice liberal. I ain't nice. That's why I say, they say Trump is bad. Oh no, I'm way worse than Donald Trump. I'm way worse than Trump. I'm way worse than him. And in regards to what I'm going to say to you, like I said, my goal is to make conservatives cry. How else you think I'm supposed to get hot water to fill up this cup for tea? Shit. Yeah, don't play nice with these people. These people hate you. So when y'all are nice to them, it doesn't make any sense to me. It make y'all look like suckers. To them, y'all look like victims. You look stupid. You look like fools. This is why they feel so emboldened to do the things that they do. Because y'all don't push back. When they start saying, yeah, now your food stamps gonna get cut. And that's when you say, I'm glad food stamps are getting cut. Just like I'm glad disaster aid got cut. So the next time they flip over your dirty ass trailer, you got to then crawl to the bathroom on the side, bitch. Stop being nice. Stop being nice. Tell them the truth about what it's gonna be. Man, when they start celebrating that the Department of Education is shut down, they say, I'm so glad the president is shutting down the department. And that's when you say, I'm glad too. I hope your dumbass kids can finally get them a low-wage job in the factory. Hopefully y'all can finally afford, I don't know, 2 TVs. And then walk away. Don't argue with them. Say what you gotta say and leave. By the time they figure out that you insulted them, you're already home. Y'all know they don't read no books. They're not that smart. Trump told you they weren't that smart. Remember when Trump looked at them and said, I love the uneducated? Y'all forgot. I ain't forget. Trump told them. These people are so fucking dumb, they clapped when he said the shit. They were like, yeah, yeah. That's what happened. Y'all trying to save these people from themselves. Listen, it's going to be rough out here. It is. This is why I keep telling liberals, y'all need to be working together, creating co-ops with each other. Shut out all conservatives. Shut out anybody that voted Trump. Shut them all out. Y'all create networks within yourselves and within your own fucking communities. You understand? That's what you do. You create them shits into your own fucking communities. Because when you do that, fuck them people. They can starve. You'll never starve. Not if you do that. Y'all create community gardens together. Have bartering services together. Yep, a lot of them think that food stamps and SNAP ain't even the same fucking thing. Jesus help us. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, Scorpio girl. Just like a lot of them don't understand that the ACA and Obamacare are the same thing. That's always the best. I don't have no damn Obamacare. I got the ACA. It's the what? Yeah, I don't take that communist health insurance off Obamacare. I got the ACA. The fuck? Okay. Yes, it's people who believe that. Go on the internet, you'll see them. They're so fucking dumb. And they're indoctrinated though. Because see, all those bots that rich people paid to put a lot of bad shit out there and propaganda, these people have totally bought into that shit now. They totally bought into the propaganda. They don't even know what truth looks like anymore. That's how deep in the hole they are. They don't know what truth looks like no more. They look at Fox News, OANN, Sean Hand. They stay in the dark place. You understand? So they don't know what truth looks like. Truth is scary, right? They know they're suffering, but the dark place that they're in has told them that Democrats are why they're suffering. Now, see, my common sense goes, now this is where my common sense kicks in. If Democrats are the reason why people are suffering, and Democrats have a minority, not the majority, that means Republicans are weak and so are Donald Trump. So what you vote for them for? If the minority party is still really the party controlling everything, because that's what the Trump and Republicans try to say. They try to say, oh, it's all Democrats. It's all Democrats. If it's Democrats doing it to you, why did you send Republicans to Washington? Obviously, Republicans aren't tough enough to fight back against Democrats, right? Okay. Y'all gonna learn. Hey, Truly, good morning. I love the name Truly. It makes me think about Sister Wives. We got to talk about that one day because my ass watches Sister Wives. Shh. What? That messy ass Cody Brown? Shh. Can't stand him. Can't stand Cody. Oh, I can't stand him. But we're going to talk about that now. I can't stand me some Cody Brown. Listen, Kim, Sister Wives is a good show. I like it. When I first started watching it, I was like, I don't know. Maybe these women are just going to be like Stepford Wives. Bullshit. These women, they speak, okay? And that's why this man don't like it. Because he can't force these women he can't manipulate them into doing what they want. He had 4 wives. This man got 1 fucking wife left, y'all. 1. Oh, I love me some Christine. My favorite is Janelle, though. Janelle's always been my favorite. Janelle has always been my favorite to me. Janelle was always my favorite, still my favorite. I love to see Mary. I was just last night watching the new episode this week that happened on Sunday. I am so happy Mary is happy now. I'm so happy she out of that family. I got so sick and tired of them motherfuckers trying to hold that catfish shit over her fucking head. I was like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Mary don't even have, she got 1 child that she had. 1. And Mary was throwing all this money into the family, not really getting nothing out of it. Y'all talking to her like trash. Yep. He fell in love with Robin. He was never in love with those other women. And when he married Robin, it exposed that he was in love with her and not in love with the other women. They were all doing what this vision that they all had. You understand? Mary was in love with Cody. Cody at one time was in love with Mary, but had been falling out of love with Mary and was tolerating her. Yeah, fuck him. I can't stand Cody Brown. Ugh. But I watch that shit every week faithfully. I love Sister Wives, and I'm about to be, listen, I'm going to put my head in my hand when I say this. And I also watch Seeking Sister Wife. I do. I watch Seeking. That shit funny. Seeking Sister Wife is on some other shit. They just freaks over there. They just freaking. They just freaking over there. See, at least with Sister Wives, it's religious, right? We doing this. We all had the same religious beliefs, blah, blah, blah. Not Seeking Sister Wife. Seeking Sister Wife, they just freaks. They just freaky over there. They freaky. But I love that fucking show. Oh, Sister Wives. Sister Wives is some good shit. Sister Wives is a good ass show. Sister Wives is good. Especially because they still got Coyote Pass and they got to split it up. Cody dragging his fucking feet. He don't really give a shit about what happens to that land. Janelle's like, oh no, bitch. I want my shmoney. Run me my money. Mary is like, run me my money. Christine don't give a shit. She let them have her plot. She said, when I sell my house, I get all my money. Fuck that shit. I don't want no loose ends with you bitches. None. But Cody dragging his feet on, you know why he dragging his feet on selling Coyote Pass? Because he cries every time he says. He remembers the failed plan. Oh, shut the fuck up. Let me stop, because, honey, if I get on Cody Brown, I won't stop. And that's not why we're here this morning. But he's a trash-ass man. Yeah, how does Cody make money? I need to know this. I just want to ask that question. Then we're going to get back to the conversation. How does Cody make money? Because I've often wondered that. When all the wives worked, and they had their own money, but they also put money into a big old kitty together and spent money from that pot. Yeah, I'm figuring it's the women in the show. Because I'm like, what the fuck does Cody do? He's a kept man. A kept man. Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. Oh, no. But what is he doing? Well, I guess the show is the thing that's keeping him afloat now. Because Robin doesn't work. Never did ever since she came into the family. They made sure not to let that bitch work. She should have been working. Because she came in with a trough of children, too. From a previous marriage. That's why I didn't understand. That's why I kept saying Robin was full of shit, crying when the women were leaving. Because my thing was, bitch, didn't you get a divorce? You come from a plural family, and you divorced your plural husband, and you were a single woman in the church with multiple kids looking for another plural husband. So I never got why she acted surprised that these women divorced Cody. Cody told Christine, I'm not attracted to you. Why the fuck would she stay married to him? She's a pretty woman. And now she got a new husband. And I love me some David. I love me some David, honey. David is the man that she needed. David is the man that she needed in her life. A man that loves her, supports her, cares about her, and not just her, cares about her and her children. Remember how Cody used to talk about, I love Truly, he don't even talk to Truly now. Don't even talk to that baby. Just trifling. But any and everything Robin's kids need, he right fucking, man. Let me stop. Honey. We'll talk about Sister Wives one day. Because I don't like Cody fucking Brown. I don't like Cody Brown. Not at all. Not at all. You said Cody did nothing wrong. Yes, he did. He did a lot wrong. But I'm not going to explain it to you. You have 81 followers. So I already know not enough people care about what you think. I won't be 82. Bye. This ain't no democracy in this fucking life. Bye. Like, what? We in Trump's America. I ain't got to listen to that shit. I keep telling y'all this shit go both ways. Y'all better match that fucking energy. Now, I got anybody in here from Texas? Because there's something happening in Texas that you need to know. You need to know your government is carrying on in Texas too. Because, see, this is the direct result of, because Trump is doing what he's doing, Republicans are going to do it in their respective states too. Where in Texas, the Texas Supreme Court has ruled that Texas judges can use their religion as an excuse not to marry same-sex couples, even as they continue to marry straight couples. Uh-huh. And liberals. I'm telling you how you fight this. The other judges in Texas who are liberals, they should deny all to marry anybody that comes in that straight. Say if they have a baby out of wedlock, nope, that's against my religious beliefs. Think about it. Think about it. Match the fucking energy. These are fake ass Christians. They ain't real Christians anyway. So match the energy with the real word. You understand? Match the energy with the real word. Oh, you've been divorced before? Nope, I can't approve this. That's a violation of God's law. That's what you do. Until y'all match their fucking energy, nothing changes. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I saw that. You know what? I saw that the Texas AG is suing Tylenol for saying that Tylenol causes autism and not giving a warning. Can I tell y'all that's a good thing that they're suing? Because now they have to prove it. See, court is a place you got to prove shit, right? You can't just say nothing. So Ken Paxton is going to have to bring viable, realistic studies to the court to show proof of it. Yeah, going to have to show proof. You can sell this propaganda to MAGA everywhere. Do it in court. Oh, they already know that invisible strength. That the catch is they're hoping that the people who believe this shit don't know that. Because the people who believe this shit are not going to follow the court case. They just read headlines that he filed the case. See? They don't pay attention to everything. They don't. They just look at headlines. And they only look at the headlines that their bubble tells them to look at. That's it. All of this is about staying in your bubble. I was listening to a political pundit yesterday that was saying most Americans don't know nothing about what's happening with the government shutdown or nothing that's happening because they only care about things that affect them directly. Well, that's why America's so fucked up. Because it's not that Americans can't get it, they're lazy. They're lazy and distracted. Where is it? Hold on, let me get it. Right here. These fucking cell phones. This shit right here. This is a powerful tool. But if you don't use it properly, this shit can indoctrinate you with so many things. So many things. But government don't want to get it. They're very programmed, Marco. But that's what government wants them to be. Because if you're programmed, you're going to be docile, you're going to be obedient, and you're going to do exactly what they want you to do. That's the entire goal of this, y'all. To get people to do what you want by any means necessary. Y'all get it? By any means necessary, they want this shit to happen. They don't care. Yep, and people believe anything. All of this comes down to power and control. And what y'all gonna find out, see, all these people talk like they was patriots and shit and all. No, they're not. They're fucking sheep. They're not patriots. They're looking for a leader. They need somebody to tell them what to do because they're not free thinkers. Remember when MAGA was doing this attack on wokeness? And I told y'all, I said, y'all buy into that bullshit? Question. What's the opposite of woke? Just think about it. What is the opposite of woke? I just want y'all tell me. What's the opposite of woke? To be sleep, right? Okay. So if the opposite of woke is to be sleep, ask yourself why your elected officials would want you to be sleep and not woke. I told you, because when you sleep, they're going to pick your fucking pockets. When you sleep, They're going to pass legislation that doesn't help you. That's why they keep telling you that shit. That's why. That's why they don't want you to learn real history. Because if you learn real history, you'll understand why America has workers' unions. What's that saying? Safety precautions are written in blood. There's a reason why. OSHA regulations didn't just get pulled out of somebody's ass. OSHA regulations are the direct result of people getting hurt or killed on their jobs. Direct result of that. But guess what America said? We don't need no pesky safety at work. So guess what your employer is going to do? Your employer is going to put you in unsafe situations, force you to work in them, and if you don't, they going to fire your ass. If you get hurt on the job, they still going to fire your ass. Because that's what you voted for. Y'all voted to give employers more power over you than they've ever had in history, to be honest, at this juncture in your life. You have given rich people 100% power over who you are. Yep, and no Medicaid, no insurance. What were y'all thinking? That they liked you? What did they say? I was listening to the angels in Republican heaven laugh because rich people don't like you. But y'all so pressed to preserve their wealth, to preserve their lifestyle for them. You ain't even getting it. You're preserving it for them. Well, it's not fair for us to make rich people pay more in taxes. Well, yep, for $7.25 a fucking hour. You done let rich people convince you working class people are your enemy, so you're against raising the federal minimum wage. Not understanding if you raise the federal minimum wage, all of our salaries get raised by proxy, dummy. But no, you said, man, no should nobody be making $15 an hour working in a fast food joint. But yet, when you go to the fast food spot, you don't want to be in drive-through longer than 3 minutes. Well, not for $7.25 an hour, bitch. Fuck you mean. So you want people to work themselves to the bone for pennies on the fucking dollar, so your ass can go get a 99-cent hamburger. Fuck you. That's not going to happen. Wake up. Wake up. It's not going to happen. See, what y'all are going to figure out is there are a lot of people in American society who hate other Americans. They want you to suffer because they had to suffer. So by proxy, life is not supposed to be easier for you. You're supposed to suffer because unlike how I was raised, you're supposed to make it easier for the generations after you, right? Not these people. These people are like, fuck that. I suffered. They need to suffer more than me. The poor right, the poor diva, because the poor fight the poor because they're ashamed of being working class. And they figure if they worship rich people, somehow, some way, rich people might care about them and give them something. Rich people ain't gonna give them shit. I told you, y'all need to think about America as a big old party, right? With a big decadent feast, right? Think of all the different things that you could ever imagine to eat at this feast. The best of everything. And you're invited to this dinner. You're invited to the party, to the dinner, right? But this is the catch. You can't sit at the table. You got to sit on the floor under the table with the other 99.9%. See, only the 0.1% are allowed to sit at the table. And you get to eat. However, you only get to eat the stuff that the rich people drop. Right? But you gotta fight all these motherfuckers on their knees up here. You gotta fight them for those crumbs. You said you told a lady that she said she would be happy with crumbs, and you know what you should have told her. You know what she should have told her. Yeah, of course you'd be happy with crumbs, because you're a worthless individual. Only worthless people are happy with crumbs. Listen, y'all better than me. I'd have made the bitch cry. I'd have made her cry on purpose. Fuck that shit. She would have left for me and would have cried all night. She would have cried in her pillow all fucking night at home. Do you understand? And I would have been cushy in my bed like, I made her cry. Thank you, God. Man, what? I told y'all, some people, all they know is suffering. So if all I know is suffering, who are you to tell me that you're too good to suffer? I need y'all to think. These people love to see you suffer because they don't mind suffering. And that's the truth. I'm just trying to tell y'all what it really is. They don't mind suffering. And so if they don't mind suffering, why do you think they're going to care about you more than they care about themselves? They're not. Thank you, Zarvis. This is systematic. These people are indoctrinated. I've been telling y'all since Trump came about. Didn't I tell you it's the people's temple of politics? Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all. They deal with these people just like they deal with church. It's indoctrination. You say, I disagree. 99% table is out by the dumpster. Damn. No, they can't be out by the dumpster because these rich people built different. The only way for you to get these crumbs is you have to catch them from up under the table because the rich people want to see you fight for them. So it's a lock on the fucking dumpster. You're not allowed to go in the dumpster and get food. Just like what happens in fucking society. They lock the dumpsters. They would rather throw perfectly good food in the fucking trash than let your ass go in the dumpster and fucking get it. What the things I'm saying to you are true. All you gotta do is look at it. Yep, exactly, Kiara. Gladiator. They love to see it. I told y'all America is like the Hunger Games. Y'all thought I was joking. This shit is Hunger Games. Rich people love to watch you fight each other over shit. Because when you're fighting each other, you won't have the energy to realize it's rich people doing it. Yep. Some farmers did allow food to rot. Yep. Yep. And let me remind y'all, for those of you looking for meals, Too Good To Go is an app in the Google Play Store or the App Store. It's where grocery stores and restaurants provide extra food for pennies on the dollar. It's just first come, first serve. So if you want to get anything from the app, you got to get in there in the morning to reserve your bags. So you better get your ass in there. Real talk, get in there. Today, the new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast drops today. For those of you who are members of the Circle Group and up, you will get access to this podcast this morning. You'll see it. I meant to do it yesterday. My body just gave out on me last night. I couldn't do nothing else yesterday. I was out of it. But the podcast this week is right on time. Okay? This week is the price of nothing. That's what I'm talking about this week. The price of nothing. When work doesn't even feed you no more. When you work a job, you get a check, and you still can't afford to live. You still can't afford to eat. Shit is crazy. Are we talking about that? Are we talking about that? Americans are working. A lot of the people on SNAP benefits are working. They have fucking jobs. These are not people sitting at home on their ass that don't work. They work. They just don't make enough money to eat. And America has the audacity to call itself the best nation in the land. Bullshit. Not if your citizens work jobs and can't afford food. Not if your citizens work jobs and can't afford housing, can't afford health care. I saw something this morning, a video, and I'm going to show it to y'all on Patreon. We're about to get started over there at 10:30. I saw a video where a man had a hernia that was so distended, it looked like he was having a baby. And you know what I thought? I said, that is American healthcare. That's healthcare in America. He ain't like that because he want to be. He like that because he probably ain't got health insurance. Probably ain't got health insurance. Or even if he has it, they won't even cover the shit that he needs. So instead, he got to walk around looking like that, which makes him more at risk. Even if I don't agree with nothing that man says in relation to politics or life, I still believe he should have access to health care that he can afford, where he doesn't have to choose between food and seeing a doctor. But not in America, because in America, if you don't have to make choices between eating and lights, they think they're doing something wrong. That's real talk. The more you suffer, the more America loves it. So listen to this episode tonight of the Straight No Chaser podcast. It's going to be available on Patreon, Spotify, and YouTube. Listen to this shit. Maybe it's going to listen to the episodes that I put out there because I'm trying to get you to see. Next week, I think I'm going to do stuff on AI. Because y'all saw Amazon laid off all those people, and they said they're going to lay off more next year because of robotics. Rich people are going to do, they would rather do AI than pay you. Have a great day, Chef CC. Say it again. Say it again, Trudy, because what people don't understand about SNAP is that SNAP money goes all the way to the top. Even rich people get SNAP money. When you give people SNAP benefits, everybody gets paid. Farmers get paid to grow food. Now they ain't even getting that. The SNAP people with their benefits, they go buy stuff at the store. The stores make money. You understand? Now none of that is going to happen anymore. Yep, Walmart a huge welfare queen. Keep their employees on part-time status, show them how to apply for welfare, and never give them enough hours so they have to really take care of their people. And then when Walmart comes to your community, they get tax breaks to build there while they strangle and destroy every small business in your community. Wake up. Listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you being here and joining me this morning. Listen, if you want to be a part of the live uncensored show, click the link in my profile. We're over on Patreon. We're doing the live uncensored show after this. On Fridays, I do freebie Fridays. So every Friday, my Friday show on Patreon, my after show is free to everybody. So if it's something you want to do on Friday, come over to Patreon. Signing up is free. Um, and you can check out the free Friday show. If you want access to the podcast episodes early, special events, the after shows and stuff like that, check me out on Patreon. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I want you to have a beautiful and blessed day intentionally and on purpose. You understand? I'm telling you to have it on purpose. All right? I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters before I wrap up this morning. Number 1, beautiful Miss Lola. I love your hair. It's gorgeous. Thank you, beautiful. Number 2, handsome Russ Nelson. Thank you, handsome. Number 3, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Thank you, beautiful. Number 4, beautiful Stacy D. Hey, beautiful. Number 5, beautiful Scorpio girl. Thank you, beautiful. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Lori. I want to tell you guys, listen, pay attention to all this stuff that's happening, but I want you to pay the closest attention to what's happening in immigration, right? What's happening in immigration and what's happening with this White House, with this money. Because I'm telling y'all, that shit is money laundering. It's money laundering. A certified way, and just note, Jeff Bezos and all of them donated to this shit. For y'all should not buy shit for nobody for Christmas. Make stuff for people. Make stuff. Make stuff. Because the powers that be, Apple, all of it, they giving money to the president. They don't care about you. They want to make money. Ask yourself what's more important to you. Listen, I love you guys. I will be back live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on TikTok, for us to do our live at 5. Listen, don't let nobody live rent free in your head, folks. Don't feed the trolls, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. And as they say, close the wallet. No Black Friday or Cyber Monday. None. It should be Red Friday. That's what we need to be talking about. Red fucking Friday. Okay? I love you all. Those of you on Patreon, I'll see you in a few moments. Have a great day on purpose, everybody. Peace. I love you. I'll see you this afternoon.